and did my own research, and I wanted to know who are ICE agents, and most importantly, where do they come from? And I don't mean what state they come from. I mean, how do you become an ICE agent? So I'm going to get into it. So for some of the research that I've been doing, I did take some cliff notes. I'm referring back to my notes. So there's actually two main divisions of ICE agents, but first we're going to get into how most of them become ICE agents. Now, from what I've been doing from my research, many of them are former cops or deputies, and some are actually military vets. And along with that, some are also Border Patrol and CBP agents as well. Some of them transfer over to ICE. I don't know why you would want to do that type of job. And some are actually, believe it or not, and I was surprised to actually see this, some of them are actually former correctional officers and probation officers. Now, I would think that both jobs are going to be dangerous, especially if you're a corrections officer, if you work in a prison. Probation, you're probably knocking on doors, so I can see where the danger can relate to as far as being an ICE agent. Now, very few of them, some of them are actually college grads and they go into federal law enforcement and they actually train to become an ICE agent, which is very interesting. Now, going to the two parts of ICE agents, what we have is ERO, enforcement and removal operations. They do arrest, detentions, and deportations. That's what ERO is involved in. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Now, the other part is going to be HSI, and that's for Homeland Security Investigations. Now, I'm pretty sure you don't want to fuck with HSI. You really don't want to mess with ERO as well, but they're basically the two main branches. Now, I'm guessing if HSI comes after you, you are probably in some really deep shit. From doing these videos, I was just really curious on what ICE agents are really about and what their former background can be. Now, I'm sure as far as military vets, I would hate to think that some of them would be high ranking officers and go into ICE. It could be a possibility, but I have a feeling a lot of them are cops who just don't want to be a cop anymore, or, again, a probation officer or a correctional officer walking around prisons. Maybe they need a little bit more entertainment. I have no freaking idea why you would want to become an ICE agent, but from watching these videos, and I have many more to react to. So, by the way, if you like those videos, please give this video a thumbs up. It's going to tell me to make more. And I will make more of those videos because they are certainly coming. They are so freaking rude. I'm actually working on videos as we speak on how rude they are. Let me get this picture up on the screen. And as you can see right here, you're going to see a police ICE agent. Look at these eyes. Eyes tell you a lot of things. Look at his mouth even. I mean, he looks like he is evil. I'm not going to lie. And this is what I've been seeing in these videos that I have been making so far when I do these reaction videos. A lot of them are just plain out friggin' rude. They are so rude to you, and you can tell by his face, by those eyes, the way his mouth is, that he's irritated. So I have a feeling a lot of them may or may not like what they've been doing, but you know what? They signed up for it. But you could tell right off the bat. And why they wear their masks, I'm guessing, is to protect their identity because they don't want to be seen. But if you're proud of what you do and you truly believe in what you do, whether it's a law or not, I would not want to wear one. But I get it. They're trying to protect themselves from the media. They're trying to protect their families, their own well being, fellow officers' well being. But it's just to show you that they have something to hide, obviously. I mean, they want to hide their identity for that very reason. They don't want to be known as being an ICE agent by being a federal agent. I mean, maybe some of them go undercover. Maybe that's the reason why. But I could tell you one thing by looking at this ICE agent, this gentleman right here, I probably wouldn't want to fuck with him. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't have a reason to, but you may or may not think that because they are bothering people that are U.S. citizens and asking them where they're from. Right off the bat, where are you from? Going up to them. I mean, who are you to ask somebody that unless you're specifically going after somebody and you're targeting them for a reason? If you got no reason to target somebody, then leave them the hell alone.